Hey guys, and welcome back to Crime Stats Daily. Today we're talking about the retail theft crime wave of 2026. Now, of course, retail theft is nothing new, but we have seen a significant rise, and particularly in 2026, smash and grabs, organized retail crime rings, and the fight that America has on its hands to deal with this right now. While America is grappling with a highly visible wave of retail theft, from opportunistic shoplifting to smash and grab or brazen smash and grab robberies and sophisticated retail crime rings, these incidents are costing retailers billions of dollars. It's eroding public safety and trust, and it's forcing store closures. Now, let's talk about store closures. Many of us see store closures happen for a variety of reasons, but right now we're seeing store closures happen in some locations strictly due to the amount of retail theft that they're enduring. Now, you see big box stores like your Walgreens, Home Depot, and others. They may close a location due to this theft, but they can absorb that cost because they have locations in other areas of the community or state or city. But your individual mom and pops are unfortunately unable to do that. Now, I have a story out of Las Vegas, Nevada, of one such store owner who has been in business for about 10 years, and she's going to share her story with you about the retail theft that she's been experiencing. So I'm going to pull that up here on the screen. Just bear with me one moment.
A store owner says a shoplifter at a business in Henderson was caught on camera using a purse to steal items in plain sight. Vegas Crystal Healings is now asking for your help to identify the person they say was behind the theft. News 3's Jane Davenport has the video.
Despite more than 15 cameras placed throughout the store, the suspect still walked in to Vegas Crystal Healings and stole around $1,000 of merchandise.
I was livid. Especially that she was doing it right here when I was standing here talking to her.
Owner of Vegas Crystal Healings and more, Tammy Wood, says she became suspicious of the woman when she walked into the store.
I recognized her. She looked familiar. And because she specifically said the type of bath salts, I knew that she had been here before.
She said it didn't take long before the suspect started pocketing her products.
I'm sitting right here at the register. She's 3 shelves down and took a big obsidian plate. She almost dropped that one, put it in her bag. And I was standing right there.
That one plate, worth $115 and sourced from Mexico. Wood started her business in a storage closet at a hair salon in 2015 and has since expanded. She handpicks all of her products and has rows of unique pieces. While she's protective over her merchandise, she likes to let people browse without pressure.
As soon as I would check on her, then the second that I would walk away, then she'd look through the shelving, which is, I've got it set up the way I can so I can kind of see through it. And she'd make sure I was here. And then she reached up on the top shelf and grabbed a big tumbled stone tree.
Minutes after the suspect left, Wood says she pulled up the surveillance footage and realized her suspicions were valid. She called 911 and showed detectives the videos, clearly showing the suspect browsing through the aisles, picking up products and putting them in her bag.
I put a lot of love, a lot of energy, a lot of effort, a lot of hard work into this to have somebody just walk in and just scoop it all up and walk out with it.
But she says it wouldn't be the first time.
The last big one was back in 2020. And I was able to track down my items, and they arrested her, and she did go to jail. And she does have a felony on the record as a result.
After the shoplifting incident in 2020, Wood says she installed the cameras that caught another crime 6 years later.
But to be taken advantage of like that, just right there to my face, looking me straight in the eye while you're doing it, I don't understand. I can't comprehend. I don't understand it.
She says the suspect stole products that have a focus on money and prosperity, but she warns those blessings might not arrive.
because crystals carry energy. And whenever that energy shifts from something beautiful and turns into something dark, it brings not cool stuff to that person.
Even through the hardship, Wood plans to move forward and continue her mission.
All these tools to help people, and that's why I'm here, is to help people.
If you recognize the suspect or have any information related to the case, you're encouraged to call the Henderson Police Department. Reporting in Henderson.
So, the good news is this particular business owner, Tammy, is still in business. She's been in business for 10 years. And this is just a recent incident that happened. So I do hope that they do find the perpetrator. But, what I was saying about our mom and pop stores, they like even the big box stores, they support the community. They often employ people within the community for jobs. They invest in inventory and the infrastructure within their storefront. And they manage inventory. They invest and they carry that inventory. So that's in, some cases, thousands of dollars sitting around. And when it walks out the door because of theft, they're impacted. And the community as a whole is impacted as well. So, this is, it's a chaotic situation, and amidst this chaotic situation, the good news is law enforcement task forces are striking back with record arrests and recoveries. That's the good news. Retail theft isn't new, as we all know, but its scale and boldness has escalated significantly. The National Retail Federation has estimated that organized retail crime alone is contributing to tens of billions of dollars in annual losses, with incidents rising sharply since the pandemic. Shoplifting reports have jumped significantly as well in many cities. You'll see here, there's just, a picture here of just organized or just brazen theft by two particular individuals. The smash and grabs are creating viral moments that fuel public outrage. Organized retail crime involves very coordinated groups that are targeting high value goods for resale on the black market or online. It's not just kids stealing candy bars. It's professional organized operations. They're using common tactics that include smash and grabs, where vehicles are ramming store entrances or groups are smashing display cases. There's flash robberies where dozens of people will swarm a store in under 60 to 90 seconds. And more advanced organized crime rings methods are using things like barcode switching, return fraud, cargo theft, and fencing goods through e-commerce. Now, fencing goods basically is just the illegal practice of using a third-party online marketplace or digital storefronts to knowingly sell stolen or counterfeit merchandise. Criminal networks use these legitimate platforms to launder their stolen inventory onto the consumer marketplace. And California, unfortunately, remains the epicenter, particularly in LA, in the Bay Area, like San Francisco, Orange County, and San Bernardino. But incidents are spanning the nation, including New York, Florida, Texas, Connecticut, and Illinois. In early 2026, a crew crashed an SUV into a classic jeweler in Anaheim, smashing cases and fleeing with valuables. And I've just displayed the picture here. I mean, they literally did that and they got away with it. In the Bay Area, a coordinated mob of like over 20 masked individuals hit the Kumar Jewelers in Fremont, stealing, I think, roughly $1.7 million in jewelry in under just 2 minutes. And similar attacks have struck stores in San Jose, Clovis, and other cities. And Texas has seen dramatic truck ramming incidents. And in Connecticut, the police there have released footage of mass suspects smashing cases while one stood guard at the door. So these are highly organized events or thefts that are occurring. Florida authorities have dismantled multi-county hardware theft rings. I'm going to show you a video of that here. Let's take a look.
Authorities say 3 men have been charged in a case that they've nicknamed Operation Hammer Time. They say these guys were part of a ring of smash and grab burglars who would go to hardware stores, break in, and steal power tools. One of the places they hit, according to the authorities, is this city electric supply here in West Palm Beach. Authorities say they identified these men through surveillance video, license plate readers, and cell phone data. Authorities say that the guys would go in after hours, break into one of these hardware stores, fill up plastic bins with power tools, and then run out the door. Many times they were in and out within a minute. The power tools were later sold in the Miami-Dade County area. Again, the operation is nicknamed Operation Hammer Time. The Martin County Sheriff's Office was one of the lead agencies in this investigation. The break-ins occurred, they say, in 13 counties here in Florida. And
so, you can see that Florida's on top of it, California's on top of it, but it's still happening. Also, in Florida, they've, or some of the task force are seeing targets of theft, including very luxury jewelry stores, luxury handbags from brands like Gucci, Louis Vuitton, electronics, cosmetics, and high-value collectibles. Organized retail crime is the sophisticated backbone of this theft of retail crime that we're seeing. And these rings carefully plan operations. They use lookouts. They employ fencing operations that I talked about earlier to basically resell their goods online or at pop-up markets. And in some cases, they are linking them to transnational groups. Retailers are reporting that 67% of these operations show signs of international involvement. And tactics have evolved to blend physical theft with actual digital fraud and phone scams. Communities and governments are fighting back. In California, the California Highway Patrol Organized Retail Crime Task Force has delivered some major results with thousands of arrests and millions of dollars in stolen goods recovered over the past 2 years. So that's really good news. But we're still seeing, and I just popped up this picture, we're just seeing all kinds of retail theft, as, like I said, from the retail organized crime to just individuals shoplifting. They've made many arrests across the nation due to that. Proposition, one of the things going back to California, Proposition 36, which I talked about in the last 2 videos, has strengthened penalties for repeat theft offenders and is now in effect, and it's leading to more felony charges. And other states have formed their own task force, and they're cracking down as well. There is federally proposed legislation like what is called the Combating Organized Retail Crime Act, and it aims to improve coordination between agencies and to crack down on online resale of stolen goods. Retailers are often investing in heavily in security, like locked cases. And let me talk about locked cases for a moment. I'm seeing in some locations where everything is locked up. Everything. I know here in Florida, at least in some of the stores that I shop in, like Walgreens or CVS, I'll see some items locked up while others are not. And I need to dig into why that is the case. But nonetheless, I mean, can you imagine going into your local Walgreens where you have shopped for years and years, and you want to pick up an item and look at it, read the instructions, and you can't because it's all locked up. And so, that is one of the things that many of these retailers are doing. They're also investing in AI cameras, license plate readers, and they're redesigning their store layouts so that theft is easier to, just run out the store. Some have even limited their hours or changed their hours. And of course, high risk locations have just simply closed altogether. Now, prosecutors are increasingly targeting this fencing operations that I talked about earlier, and repeat offenders who keep these rings running. They're continuing to put pressure on that and to prosecute. Now, high profile smash and grabs do continue to make headlines, but broader FBI data shows decline in violent crime and property crime in 2025 and 2026 so far. The retail theft wave of 2026 does highlight the tension between enforcement, policy, and public safety. So with continued pressure from task forces, stronger laws, and better technology, progress is being made, and that's the good news. But vigilance remains essential with the public to protect our businesses, jobs, and communities, because jobs are at risk too when we talk about closing locations, because many of these locations employ local people that are living in the community. So what do you guys think of the retail theft crime wave? What are you seeing or hearing in your communities and cities? Do you think stronger laws are needed? Are you seeing strong prosecution of retail theft? Do you think they need to be toughened up in your area? If not, drop your comments in the comment section down below. Please like and subscribe, share the video so we can get this information out to others. Stay safe, stay alert, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.